Hello everybody and welcome to another video here on Philly Sports Network. I hope you're enjoying your Friday. There was something that caught my eye with regards to Eagles news today, and that is the return of many players. We are seeing the return of Miles Sanders, Isaac Seumalo expected to be back in the lineup, Lane Johnson and Jason Peters completing the most healthy offensive line since the start of the season.
Zed and King stand alone. Not alone. Go hit him!
But there is one player in particular returning who I've got doubts about, and what the Eagles should do with him and what they will do with him are probably two very different things, and we just have to hope that that isn't the case. And the player that I'm talking about is Alshon Jeffery. Jeffery has been out for 11 months with a Lisfranc injury, and if you look at the timeline of Alshon Jeffery's career, it hasn't exactly been glistening over the last couple of seasons. From the scintillating highs of being a stallion in the Super Bowl, he's gone through several different Alshonymous sagas, and his play has dropped off a cliff after picking up injury after injury. And now, nearly a year later, he's coming back seemingly like 20 to 30 pounds lighter, which it's scary. When you see a picture of him like this, he just looks so different, and we can only assume that's good, and the Eagles were quoted as saying that he's in the best shape they've seen him in, which is fantastic, but where does that leave him in terms of featuring in the offense? Because they've already got a cluster. Before we get into what that role might look like though, guys, how would you like to win $15 just by being an Eagles fan? It's that simple. If you join our Eagles group chat, there is a link in the description. You know I'm shouting about this a lot, and for good reason, okay? 500 Eagles fans are there right now. We've got a fantasy competition, much like the DraftKings showdown that they do going on. It's called Flicks Picks. Select the best combination of Eagles and Giants players for this weekend's game. The winner, $15. Absolutely free. Don't have to pay anything to sign up. Don't have to pay anything to enter. Just join a group chat, chill with the boys, randomly pick players if you want to be like me, and you might win $15. Now, the Eagles offense is very fluid, I will grant you that, but it can move around a lot. There are a lot of pieces, and versatility is the name of the game, but it's built on one fundamental backbone, and that is that the X receiver is your bigger bodied, your jump ball specialist, your possession receiver. The slot guy is a bit twitchier, again, more of a possession receiver, but hopefully with some yak potential. And then your Z receiver, I said Z again, is your speed guy. Your Deshaun Jackson, your Jalen Reagor, your John Hightower, whoever. They are your guys who are going to blaze the verticals, open up the top of that defense, and allow whatever happens underneath to flourish. So now Alshon Jeffery comes back into a fold where his role has been taken, and it hasn't been taken by JJ Arcega-Whiteside. It's been taken by his clone, Travis Fulgham. Now, if you go to mockdraftable.com and you type in Travis Fulgham, where it compares all of the traits discovered at the NFL Combine, he best compares to Arcega-Whiteside, 89.2% the same player, and that's why JJ has barely seen any playing time. Fulgham's breakout has been the most pleasant surprise I think any of us have seen in well over a year. Nobody saw this coming. The former Detroit Lion, a 6th round pick, cut, waived, ends up in Philadelphia, and since week 4 leads the NFL in receiving. He has been absolutely brilliant and has made some very bad Carson Wentz throws look very good. That's the jump ball receiver he's been craving since around 2018 when Alshon started to fall off. Fulgham's ability to box out defenders, to pluck balls out of the sky, to turn upfield. The guy is just a machine. He really is something special, a diamond in the rough, and something that fans just hadn't seen coming. But now Alshon Jeffery, who has been paid like a #1 receiver, guaranteed his 2020 salary, couldn't be moved at the deadline despite some efforts by the team, walks back into the lineup and goes, "Where do you want me?" On the bench, if I could, Alshon, on the bench. The Eagles are financially tied to Alshon Jeffery. Now, Doug Pederson said he has a plan for Alshon Jeffery. Now, whether this plan is some sort of master plan, or whether it's a, hey, I'm your best friend, I'm going to wingman you and accidentally get the girl to hate your guts type of plan, we don't yet know. But what I could assume happening is that Jeffery, in his first game back, wouldn't even be in a position to be a full-time starter anyway. So there is no chance of him replacing Travis Fulgham or taking away his snaps. What we'd likely see is him taking on J-Jill's old role, which would be about 10 to 12% of snaps on the season, filling in a rotational piece as that ex-receiver when Fulgham needs a breather. And given the amount of attention he's getting, he's gonna need a breather, which is a good spot to be in. Alshon was once a WR1, he does still have value. Interestingly though, last year he was used a lot on screen passes, and I still don't know why. Like, I have no idea what the motive was there, but it happened and we have to deal with it. But one area he was used a bit more effectively in was on screen passes from the slot. There was a great touchdown against the Washington football team last year, where because you're surrounded by those bigger bodies, the linemen and the tight ends, it's a lot easier to bowling ball your way through. Jeffery isn't the quickest guy in the world. He's not the most athletic nor the most explosive, which means that in terms of screen passes, he doesn't have that quick get off to break through an open hole where if you're being blocked by a wide receiver, he's gonna close up pretty soon. So he needs that extra girth, if you will, on the inside. That could be an area, and given that the Eagles have tried to move Hakeem Butler to tight end, not that they would move Alshon Jeffery to tight end, but it would probably be more beneficial for them to put him in the slot down in the red zone. So you've got Fulgham, Arcega-Whiteside, Alshon Jeffery, Dallas Goedert, Miles Sanders. I think that's a very good red zone package. That is absolutely an area where you could see him used. Is he going to be a massive contributor for this offense? No. Is this going to be his last season in Philadelphia? Probably. Should fans be concerned about him dipping into Travis Fulgham snaps? Realistically not, but I understand the paranoia. I hope this helps, guys. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like and hit that subscribe button. From myself, Liam Jenkins, I'll see you soon.